Welcome to the AI Preview Show with me, Davey B. Czechbets has previewed 3 Yarmouth races with exotic style looks for forecast and tri-cast combinations. If you want to check out the full Yarmouth preview, the link will be in the description. Enjoy.
First race I'm really interested in, 651. Should have the ground gauge by the first two, certainly. But good race because we've got a bit of form lines here. What have we got? Which is a good one. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's look at. Let's go back to the 25th of January. Rasher Dasher's in 3. Harwood Bandit is in 4, and Hearts Up Glass is in 5. So they're in 3, 4, and 5. Today they're in 2, 4, and 5. But let's just have a look because Rasher Dasher goes a bit wobbly on the run up. Now, yeah, wonky. Not nasty, the 2, but Rashid actually not nasty, but he doesn't hold a good line. He's all the races done. The race is only really to the bend on there because all of those have sort of got a lead. But out of 2, he does go up a bit more gun barrel. Then we'll move off massively out the second bend. Here's a race where we've got Rash Dasher in 2 and Real Fire's in 5. Real Fire's in 3 today. Now, Real Fire, you've probably heard me before, Skirlog champ on the track. Certainly this sort of grade. Let's just watch him here, 2 and 5, because Rash Dasher, a bit more gun barrelly up. This is what I expect tonight. But look at I've seen this dog a lot. Look at this massive move on. They do it a lot. I used to think there was some issue with the track over there where the sprint traps would be, but just maybe the way some preparation. It was middle to wide this day as well, so Rashid Dash doesn't really get put off if the rail is dead. But yeah, there you go. Look, bang, Real Fire doing this thing, boo 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 boo. And I mean, I'm all right. Stays all day. She idles if she hit the front too early. But yeah, there you go. Absolutely ruined. Rashid Dash coming home. And holds a good line, Real Fire, because I know they put him out in 5 and they put him out in 4 and 5. He will cut right over and take any lane he wants because he's so outpaced. But he does his usual thing. He'll be out the back of the screen. You won't even see the dog. But I'll go back to what would you rather? For a newbie or for someone a bit inexperienced on TV, they should be going mad about Real Fire because I'd rather watch Real Fire do his thing, and even in defeat, I'd rather watch him do his thing than the Scurry Cup final, something banging out in front and going and winning. Where's the enjoyment in that? To someone who doesn't know where they're watching, you tell them keep your eye on 3, keep your eye on Real Fire, win or lose, you're going to get a little bit of a buzz over that. So yeah, if we go on the basis that Rashid Dasher would be a short price to lead up here, 4, 5, and 6 are already, providing the ground isn't stupidly wide, 4, 5, and 6 are almost cooked. A good video to watch is actually last week, 3rd of March, so near on 2 weeks ago. Middle to rails again, absolute textbook. Fisher Raya, I'm going to do my usual thing. Let's watch this. 1, 6, and 5. We're watching 1, 5, and 6. They're in different traps today, but Fisher Raya, look where she paces up to in this position. You're thinking, right, here we go. Now she's actually led 5 and 6. But then she touches the quicksand there. I'm not sure she bottles it a little bit off 4. But does she bottle it again? No. Bottle it or just on that bad ground? That's what you got to look at. I mean, she's beat 5 and 6 against the ground. On my opinion, the ground. She's beat it against the ground. But there is a question mark over Fisher Rare. Does she really, really want to get on with it? Well, tonight we're going to find out. I mean, if Lulu My Baby finishes close up, the second race, the inside go okay. Fisher Raya, I think Fisher Raya will be favourite. I've seen the Racing Post, I think 4 to 1. Won't be 4 to 1, no chance. Just best drawn dog at the best drawn ground at the track. And definitely got the speed to pick up Rashid Dasher. I mean, on 3rd of March they both run. Rashid Dasher's led up that day. definitely done his usual go off wide and get on the better ground anyway. And he's done it on my clock at 29.03. 23.70 line to line. Well, Fisher Ray has done a 23.59 line to line and bottled a bend there, didn't it? It bottled a bend and got pinned on it a little bit. And it's only gone, what, length and a half slower almost. So there's no doubt in my mind Fisher Ray on a level track would collar Rashidasher. Whether Fisher Ray would really want to go on committed, we don't know, because there's certainly some question marks over it. But what we've got is a perfect make-up race, because Rashidasher leads up. We've only got certain scenarios it can be 2-1, 2-1-3, 1-2, 1-2-3. But really the juice would be, in my opinion, 1 and 3, because if Rashidasher does go off short, and rightly so, with leader's chance, if Fisher Ray hits the front, you're going to be expecting Real Fire's going to be certainly finishing fast enough to get involved there, because Rashidasher's race might be cooked. Even though he does go again a little bit, he's not, certainly nowhere near strong enough to be making mistakes with Real Fire hovering around behind him. And I mean, look, if Rashidasher don't lead and the rail's dead, you're still a bit of a run over Real Fire, because 4, 5 and 6 aren't really going to post fast times. So first race I really like. It would be really, for the juice wise, providing everything looks okay there, it would be 1 and 3, because I think 2 is going to be maybe too short. But if 1 wins, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, job done. If Real Fire wins, it can only be 3-1, because the race would be run slowly and Rashidasher would be cooked. Fisher Ray might idle about, might not really want to go on committed. Real Fire just comes and mugs them both. I mean, Real Fire, it'd be strange. This is a dog you can back at double figures nearly every time he runs. It would certainly be strange backing him that he might be 2nd or 3rd in the market. Wouldn't want to play him on that, don't need to. But we'll just see by the time that race comes around. There's going to be a lot of opinion in that race. There's going to be your front runner boys are going to be on Rashidasher. Your draw boys are going to be on Fisher Ray. Who's going to want to be on your slugs and you're out the back coming last to first types? There are not many, but I'm certainly one of them, and they should be talking about this type of dog left, right and centre on TV. I know it's an A5 and, you know, the Yarmouth A5, it's nothing, but come on, is it going to be on Sky soon, stuff like that? This is how you get newbies in the game. Here we go, Dodge Derby of the night, probably favourite race of the night in a weird way, in Mercedes way. Stevie Boy looks like he's been barely taking part. How can I be nice about it? He hasn't particularly had the ground, as he's been a bit middly, a bit speedy, a bit off the front. He's just a slug. But is he involved here? Yeah, he sort of is involved here. Not on merit, but he's involved. Because you've got Fahrenheit Jimmy and 2, another weird name for a bitch. What is that with Yarmouth? But Fahrenheit Jimmy, never 1 out of 2 I've seen, but really it's like she's going to be in 1, because Stevie Boy's got nothing. In 3, no place for me, absolute A-list dodge at the track for a long time. You can guarantee he'll do what he's supposed to do. He chased his tail last time in front. Here, he's going to have a lot of company of his own. They're really going to enjoy this. I mean, down the card, you've got Corner Power's obviously got a lead up. That's going to tow along the screwers, because they're all going to go after Corner Power. Once Corner Power's been collared, bang, the race is nothing. The race is going nowhere. Heartwood Leah, yeah, you've got to give her credit. She does win, but she's had the ground on her side a lot. You know, middle to wide, middle to wide, middle to wide. So a good race to watch is going to be the 3rd of March, and it's going to be Stevie Boy in 1. No Place for Me's in 3. Heartwood Leah's in 5, and Corner Power's in 6. So we're watching 1, 3, 5, and 6. They're actually in exactly the same boxes. Now again, you follow your eyes. You're not going to like what you see of 1 at all. But it was middle to wide that day. And No Place for Me is literally stopped in front. Let's watch this. How quick did No Place for Me get to, have the beating of 5 and 6? He's sort of going to the bend with him, isn't he? And he's already, in my opinion, got his eye on the wing mirror now already. He's far superior dog to them. I know he's old now, but he's got them beat. Now Stevie Boy's nowhere. We're not even watching Real Fire style. But No Place for Me. Look, he's even looking. He's nowhere near. Now the problem you've got if you're looking at Stevie Boy, he's not even got to it by the drop. It was a pathetic run, really. Just about gets there by the drop. It was a pathetic run by Stevie Boy. Absolutely useless. I mean, the dog looks like he could need a sofa in it if you're being ultra harsh. But it was middle to wide again. He's not a prolific dog himself. But this race is going to be a standstill from quite a way out. because you add into the equation Headford Ollie, eyes in the wing mirrors again, big dog, and Fahrenheit Jimmy. Now, Fahrenheit Jimmy would be the logical, for me, would be the logical choice, because Fahrenheit Jimmy, we've got another good video to watch here. He's running against Headford Ollie in 4. This was last week, so we're watching 2 and 4, same traps again. Now, I didn't like the going on that day. I've got as normal, but 2 and 4 to the bend and to the drop, really, we want to watch. Fahrenheit Jimmy's changed its style. It's never been a world beater, but it's got mullered for speed by Headford Ollie, but he's chasing. Again, he's chasing. You've got to know who's chasing and who's not. And Fahrenheit Jimmy was in with Celine Emma, who's equal. So, you know, he won't have that problem tonight with Stevie Boy, because she's going to get his measure. Now, what we're watching here is 2 and 4 going past. There's not a lot of difference areas there. And then look, Fahrenheit Jimmy's going again after the leader, but it's definitely got the legs of Headford Ollie. So out of those 3, you know, the A-list dodges, 3 is going to be waiting, 4 is going to be waiting. They're both going to be playing each other. 6 is going to be cooked anyway. 5, I'll give 5 a slight little doff of the cap there, that 5 might be able to get involved here on a sort of default, but she's only 26 kilos herself. She's got to go around the outside of 2 big dogs. Off the front, yeah, 28.50, yeah, you know, but we're talking about these can do 28.50 playing, you know. Fahrenheit Jimmy, yeah, she's never, like, it's not like she's been in A2s or anything like that, but she's done 28.60s leading up against ground, things like 28.50s. I think Fahrenheit Jimmy's quite well in there, but I'd expect the winning distance to be low, 2-3-4, 2-4-3, and the absolute haymaker would be Stevie Boy, against all your eyes and all your better judgment, knowing the fact, your knowledge is that 2, 3 and 4 don't really want to win. You know, Stevie Boy don't really want to, but knowing that, Stevie Boy going off 20 to 1, and it's all very possible on these sort of cards, on these racing posts and things like that, and, you know, on the exchanges, it's all very possible. Right at the death, there might be an absolute stupid price, you know, that's lame, it needs a sofa. I'm not disagreeing with that, but what I'm saying is that attitude is only going to just, you know, tail off the price. He's a runner at 20s. If he tails off last and he looks crippled again and he can't, but no one's going to tell you you're wrong for doing that, because you've got logic behind your reasoning, that you're not betting on the fact that on his ability he can win that race. You're betting on the default he can win the race. It's as simple as that, because there's 3 dogs there that do not want to win. So you've got a few short distance races. Look to them again tonight, as usual. But this was the next race. Okay, so the 7:41. Give me an hour later. What I'm looking at here. Well, you might have seen on previous videos, I'm obviously banging to my season dates. Derenes Farah Coco, we call her Coco. A few grades better than this. Back pre-season now in September, she's come off lame. What I'm going to suggest is there's been massive money for her last few times, and you know, and because she is a couple of grades better, and she's got a lot of early. There, you know, it's the type of thing people go for, isn't it? You know, but there's been quite a lot of money that would suggest maybe I'm right about a sort of season that she might be approaching the right sort of time, because connections and the connections and the trainer know that. And they're thinking, right, she's going to come right any time. Is her weight a bit low? Yeah, arguably so. We won't sort of see that. Last run, I thought a little bit on the kinky side, especially as it was the middle ground. We'll watch that. Here she is in 2 again. Chamberlain Raffers in 1. He's got no L. He's not really roused anyway, but she'll clear the 1 tonight as well. But let's just see her, because I wasn't overly convinced that she was really doing it. Now again, she might be season short. I might have that date wrong, but look, she'll go up. She throws herself around like she's 10 kilos heavier. You know, she's just absolutely different speed, but she does the same thing there. She moved on. I didn't like one of the movements there. I mean, obviously, sorry about the technical situation, but look, she looks to me like she's hanging for England. Hang. Yeah, that ground really was on that strip that I'm on about. You know, anything going sort of lane 1 and 2 and 5 and 6, it was right up the street. It was a massive bias that day. It was huge. That 3s and 4s, 2s. In fact, did a 6 win? No, 1 6-dog won and no 1 dogs won. It was. I don't back my thing up on numbers. I back it up on complete study. going back, watching videos again and again and making sure I got it right. So yeah, you know, I'm absolutely nailed on. That was middle. I mean, 3s and 4s. Did we have a lot of 3s and 4s? So a lot of 3s and 4s, and there was things happening that shouldn't have happened. You know, that's what it goes on. So yeah, she hadn't done a tap there, and you know, she just hasn't done an absolute bean. That there is a video to watch here. Let's just watch this. 1 and 3. This was when they were in a race a couple back. Now, this is a good matchup because today they're in 1 and 2. Here they were in 1 and 3. Again, it was up the middle. It was one of those days. So many of them. So we're watching 1 and 3 here. She's stumbled a little bit there, didn't she? But she will outpace him to the bend. He needs it. He's like a horse. He probably needs the red. He needs a pacemaker. The dog isn't. Dog's isn't 100% reliable. I mean, he's caught up halfway there. That won't happen tonight. Would be almost convinced if it was bang up the rail. But yeah, he will go. She'll be cooked. If she's hanging for him, she'll be cooked. He's unprolific, kinky, bang on the rail. But can he be out the first 3 here? I wouldn't have thought so. I thought it'd be nigh impossible to keep him out the first 3 because Coco, even if she don't quite trap, she's going to go after 3 and 4. They're not particularly fit. 5's on a comeback. So I mean, we're looking at Knockdean Bray. He is what he is. He's just 29-40 off the back sort of dog. He's I would say Milgino's the on his day the better dog, but you know, I'm getting myself in them. This is what these races are like. They're brilliant when they make you like this, if I'm honest. Yeah, Coco 20. Look, Coco's the fastest in the race. That's going to be simple. Is her season date right? I don't know that. That's my guess. If there's money for her again, there will be. There will be money for her again. So what are we looking at? What's the big picture here? Let's cut it all down. Well, 3's moving up. 3's going to be going right. And if she ain't going right, 2's going to be trying to force her up because 2 is game on for a bit of action. Streaky Bacon, 13 weeks given. So fair play the Rice Kennel. Again, people giving season dates. I think this sport would be in a lot better place if people were, you know, made to do it. But some do it off their own accord, which is great. Yeah, Streaky Bacon was never really world beater before anyway. Twinkle Twiggler, yeah, we know what Twinkle Twiggler is. I'm not a fan of the brown kennel. If I'm honest, she's a bit hit and miss. They're probably the most erratic kennel. Yeah, she's more off the front when she's right. She definitely better grade than these right, but is she right? I very much doubt it. Let's go and watch this race from 3rd of March. We're watching 1, 5 and 6. Now, I'll tell you what I like here. Again, middle to wide. Unbelievable. This is relentless. 1, 5 and 6. We're really watching 1 and 6. So Gino, as usual, pace up. Widest dog at the track. Red, not really touched, to be perfectly honest. That's Gino's right up on the hair rail almost. Sorry about the technical issues. We've got some updates going on. But Gino proper wide. 1's come and done him. But really, what I want to watch is a drop here because I would have thought 1 would go a mile clear of 6. No, 1's probably idled up a bit, put his head in the air there. Oh, 6 has got absolutely taken out. But what I'm saying is there wasn't much between him after the line. I would, you know, obviously I know most of these dogs inside out. If someone said to me who's in front of the drop there, well, Knockdean Bradby mile clear of the drop to Gino. But it was middle to wide. So again, pinch of salt, know what you're watching. That's what you're doing with your videos. But yeah, so in a nutshell, I think Coco's going to make the race for 1 and 6. 6 has got the massively harder draw to combat. You know, everything's going to be coming off at him and he's going to be going wide. But off the last bend, if he goes wide, he's going he's going so far around. But if the race is falling in a standstill, Coco's having a pop. Knockdean Bray's unsure whether it really wants to go past. Gino can make the places, even off a terrible draw. So I'm playing there 2-1, 2-1-6, 1-2, 1-6. That's my sort of read. You know, you elaborate on it as you want. But another good, really, it's an ABC style race. Maybe getting Gino involved isn't ABC. That's going to take some doing for a lot of people. They're not going to expect that. So Gino might put the juice up because Coco's going to go off short. Knockdean Bray won't be big on this draw. Again, another well-drawn one dog. Are we seeing this grading ladder start to crumble, that some of these ones are really well in now? Even against ground, they're still in the race. I mean, even if it was dead against the rail again tonight, I fully expect it to be middle airstrip again. These one dogs, purely on the makeup of races now and the quality of opposition they're in with, they're still runners, even if the ground is 4 or 5 lengths slower up the inside. Maybe not 4 or 5, but you know what I mean. 2-3 lengths slower on the rail. They can sort of almost beat the ground to be involved in the makeup of these races now, you know. So interesting race again.
Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you click that subscribe button, and we look forward to getting Czechbet on the II Preview show in the near future.